Hello, gorgeous souls. Today I'm going to talk to you about manifesting financial freedom and abundance without hard work, without hustle, without sacrifice, and without compromise. Because there's this idea in our world that you have to work hard to earn money, right? You have to earn it, you have to work hard, you have to hustle, when really that isn't actually true. Yes, it is true that the more value we bring out into the world, the more financial compensation returns to us in that way. But we live in this abundant universe where abundance, not to overuse the word, abundance flows to us in so many different ways when we are open to it. So I want to talk to you about how I created financial abundance for myself without hard work, without hustle, and without compromising my free time, my time with my family, my energy, or really what I wanted from life. Because my business coach, James Wedmore, says so many people sacrifice in order to earn money. They sacrifice the things that they want to earn money for. And that's just crazy. It's backwards, right? It doesn't make any sense. So I'm all about creating a life you want and having the financial freedom you want and having the abundance you want without compromising all that stuff. And when I say I didn't compromise my energy, guys, I went through stages where I tried to make hustling work, where I compromised my energy, where I had chronic fatigue from I didn't even know from what. I just had chronic fatigue from being pregnant with my second daughter until after that, and I manifest healing from that. But as mums, it becomes really hard work if we believe that we have to hustle, or just busy women or anyone, if we believe that we have to hustle and do this hard work and use up our energy to create and to earn abundance for ourselves. That's so crazy. You don't need to earn. Just by being alive, you are worthy of having your desires, and your desires are put into you. They're given to you for a reason, because that's how you're meant to live. It's like the compass for the life you were destined for. That's why your desires are put within you, and it's not meant to be hard to get them. The idea that we have to earn them comes from childhood, and comes from schooling, and comes from all this stuff that isn't actually true. So I want to bust those beliefs today, because I've run a business. I'm going to be making another video about running a business as a mum, as a full-time mum, because I'm a full-time homeschooling mum. But also how I went through this period where I thought that I had to build this big business in order to create the abundance, so then I could get the thing that I wanted. And I realized, actually, no, I could just bypass all of that and manifest the things that I desire, and manifest the lifestyle I desire without actually sacrificing time with my kids, without sacrificing my energy, without doing all this hustle and compromising on like how I wanted to spend my time and what I wanted to do. And compromising, oh my God, mums especially, or women who are building businesses outside full-time work, compromising on your relaxed time and your rest time, because you need that too. You actually, who's the guy? I feel like there's the name Kim in his surname, and it's hyphenated, and the book is called Rest. The book's called Rest, and it talks about how rest is so important for achieving your goals. It's so important. I think I have to reread that at some point, so I can share the lessons with you, or at least look up the pages that I dog-eared. Anyway, so I'll talk about how I was building my business I designed it around my life, because it's important to design your business around your life, not your life around your business. But I was doing these 1-hour evenings, compromising on my rest time, and then where am I going to start? I started working on my money mindset. I started practicing manifestation, and I started bringing abundance to myself in all these other ways. So I had a little hobby business on the side that took about 4 hours a month to actual work, which is so cool. When I was 17, I read the 4-Hour Work Week. I think it was that book, and I was like, this is really cool, and it's so doable. But I wanted to go to that next level of abundance, so I wanted to start building this other business. But anyway, I was trying to do that, and some of you will know that if you force and you feel like this is the way I have to go, you're limiting all the ways that the universe can actually help you. So I was doing that and thinking, it was like being misguided. I was thinking, this is the way that I have to go. This is the way I have to do it. But then I started being open to bringing in those other ways of abundance. I started to increase the abundance that was coming through my hobby business. I started to manifest more customers, I guess, through that. And I started to allow money to flow to me in other ways. When I had moved into, I was in a crappy little 2-bedroom house. I'd manifested that house because it was in the place that I wanted to live in. It had the things that I needed at the time, and I manifested it in a short time frame to move out of a different house I was in. Manifesting houses is one of my skills. So I had manifested it, but we outgrew it super quickly, and I realized that I wanted more. When I moved into that house, we had almost nothing, because I had wanted to try living in a van, so I had almost nothing. When we went to move in, I discovered that the mattress that we had was moldy, and so we just chucked it out. And the first night in our new house, we had no mattress. We folded over blankets and slept on the floor, which is fine. I actually have a really firm bed at the moment. But I manifested a mattress for us the next day. But when I was living there, I started manifesting all the things that we needed for that house. I wrote a list, and I took some action too. I put aside some money each fortnight and said, okay, I'll be saving up for these things. But I was also manifesting the best, like, bargain, but quality bargain. So I manifested organic, pure organic wool mattresses that were $1,800 mattresses, I think, maybe a bit more. It was so unlikely that this exact brand that I've been looking at, that any organic woolen mattress would be on the secondhand market, but I found 3 for like, it was something ridiculous. It was like $500 or something, and they were new. They were like slept on, tested. They didn't like them, and so they were selling them, and they were at the other end of the state. But I messaged them and I said, look, do you come here ever? Like, would you maybe deliver them? And they did. They drove the 5-hour round journey to deliver these mattresses for me. And my point is, I started manifesting. I keep saying started manifesting. I've been manifesting a long time, and we're always manifesting, right? So I've been manifesting forever, but consciously manifesting a long time. But by manifesting these things that I desired, I was building up this abundance in my life. I was maintaining some financial freedom because I wasn't having to spend on these things, and I was having the quality that I wanted. It was so unlikely that I would be able to attain this thing within my budget, within my realistic, tangible life. But that doesn't matter to manifestation. That doesn't matter to the universe. So the first thing I want to share with you is that you can manifest the things that you desire into your life, regardless of tangible reality, regardless of affordability, because it doesn't need to be affordable. It doesn't need to be you buy it, you take steps to save for it. These things can come to you. And I very quickly furnished our house, and then when I decided I wanted to up level, I manifested. It's a great story to share with you because I felt so stuck in that house for so long, and then I finally got to that energetic state, a manifesting state, and manifested my 4-bedroom, 2 lounge room, 2-bathroom house was a massive yard, space for bike riding and space to have guinea pigs and all the things I'd been wanting, and veggie gardens. And through manifesting alone, the house that I'm in, I shouldn't have been able to have. But I use manifestation to get here. And I'm sure those of you who are interested in manifestation know about manifesting these things into your life, but that is one way to bring that added abundance into your life. Because once you start feeling abundant, then you start seeing the evidence of that abundance, and then that makes you feel more abundant, and then you get in this role, this into this motion of expansion and growth and manifesting the next best thing for yourself. And I manifested discounts. I manifested sometimes I'd buy an item once and they'd accidentally ship 2, or I bought things and there would be a gift in the thing, or I'd get unexpected refunds. Sometimes I would buy something and I'd get a refund, and I was like, and they would be out of stock, and it was frustrating until I did a quick Google to buy. It was funny because I was at that level where it's always good to do, but I would shop around, like spend so much time shopping around looking for the cheapest option, which doing that, you got to think about what's more valuable to you, your time or your money, because you can always get more money but not more time. But I would hunt for the best option. So I would look at all the websites, and then I'd get this unexpected refund, and I'd have momentary frustration and then think, okay, well, I'm just going to Google and find the next best thing. And like the first thing would be like it had just been put on sale at one of the websites I'd looked at or something like that, and I would save like $10, $20, $50, $100 on the item that I was buying because they'd refunded me and I'd been like redirected from the universe. So I was manifesting that and the discounts and the household items. I started manifesting money everywhere. When you start being open to money, it can come to you from all different avenues. I got the unexpected check in the mail, which I thought was impossible. I had a call from the power company, said they'd been charging me the wrong amount and they needed to give me $700. I found money on the ground everywhere where I went. I won vouchers. I won competitions. There's all these different ways to increase this abundance. And it's not just material things, because when you're manifesting these things into your life, you're also manifesting finances. I want to share with you as well, if you are feeling financially stuck, if you're looking for that financial freedom, please watch my video or listen to the podcast called The Major Mistake You're Making That Is Limiting Your Finances, because that changed everything for me. I started allowing my savings to grow, and these were all the ways that manifested for me. Things were coming to me. The other way, I'm just going to grab my cup of tea, and then you'll also, those of you on YouTube will also be able to see my cute cup my little kids got me for my birthday. And the other way, of course, is to add value to the world. The other way, there's all sorts of ways that things can manifest. You can, if there's things you no longer need that you own, you could sell them secondhand, but that can either be done with a desperate energy, or it can be done with a giving, sharing, abundant energy. And you can manifest things selling easily, effortlessly, and quickly in the most divine way to the most perfect person. Yeah, there's so many opportunities you can bring to yourself. This is a bit to the side of the point, but my mum gifted me a big Monstera for my birthday. And I love Monsteras, and I thought, well, I'd love to have them all around the house. I've got a few smaller ones, but it was the first big one I had. And then she came to me a few days later and said, hey, look, there's actually some available. There's a shop. The supermarket sells them occasionally for $50 each. I don't know. I don't need to tell you the prices, but anyway. So it sells them, and that's a good price. And I said, oh, that's really good. And the one that she had bought was a $50 one that it was 9 months later, and it had grown so much, and she had it in a beautiful basket that we thought, okay, well, how about we sell that one on? And it sold super quickly, perfectly to someone who'd been really wanting one. And then I got 3 more to put around my house. And then, look, they're beautiful. They're already beautiful. And then in 9 months, they're going to be really big and bushy as well. And then I'll have 3 for the same amount. And this is what I mean, that abundance comes to us in all sorts of ways. Now I have, like, that's abundance to me, is having plants around the house and having the lifestyle I want to live and just having more than enough. But yeah, that first step is that the financial freedom. And I really encourage you to look at that video about the major mistake I was making, because I see so many people making that mistake, and I don't want to see you making that mistake. I want to see you expanding and growing and getting out of those stuck circumstances. Like I was stuck. I was so stuck with I had secondhand items, I had nothing, and then I had secondhand items, and my car was all beat up, and my house was moldy in the bathroom, and I wanted out, and I felt stuck for a while, and then I manifested my way out of it and into financial freedom and abundance. So you can too. And the other way, obviously, is by adding value to the world and creating some sort of business. But business doesn't have to be hard work. It doesn't have to be time consuming. You do not have to compromise or sacrifice or hustle. You can design it for you, for your life, and create harmony and balance. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this video off, end it here, and start chatting about how I created my businesses, while being a full-time homeschooling parent and maintaining the time freedom, the lifestyle that I want, that I desire, that I love, and maintaining my energy while I'm doing it, and yeah, having all the things, having the dream life. So I will talk to you in the next episode. Gorgeous soul. See you then.